For 7-day forecast.
All right, it's just after 6:45 on your Thursday morning. Let's go ahead and give you a live look in Alpine. We are starting to see some gradual clearing after waking up pretty cloudy this morning in those areas. Currently in Coronado, we're seeing those clouds a little more stubborn to clear. This is a look across the bay facing downtown San Diego from Bayways, Coronado. Taking a look at visibility right now. Oh, it just skipped past my graphic there, but we are seeing it reduced right now in Ramona to about 0 miles. And we're also continuing to see really low visibility for areas like Escondido, Poway, right along the 15 where Riverside and San Diego County meet. As you enjoy that cup of coffee, maybe if it's matcha, maybe it's hot water with lemon, current temperatures outside are on the mild end in the upper 50s, low 60s, and we'll stay in that range all the way through 9 a.m. Taking a look at your coastal 7-day forecast, I don't have a lot of change. My job has been kind of easy over the past week or so. We've had that marine layer, the rinse and repeat of that, and it's always a question of when and if it will clear where you are along the coastal and beach neighborhoods. Similar case today, taking a look at daytime highs will be in the mid to upper 60s, and that's just a few degrees cooler than where we should be for this time of the year. We'll be in the mid 60s around 1, 2, 3 p.m. and then we'll drop down to the upper 50s overnight. If you are headed towards North Park, I know there is an event happening there starting tomorrow. The North Park Music Fest. It begins tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and then on Saturday it begins at noon, lasting all the way through 10 o'clock. Not a lot of change. We'll be in the upper 60s when those events begin, and then we'll drop down to the low 60s once those events end. So I would recommend maybe bringing a light jacket, especially if you plan to hang out throughout the entire event through around 10 p.m. for both days. And I am looking at partly cloudy conditions with more slower to clear on Saturday, especially as we have a weak disturbance that will amplify onshore flow, bring in slightly cooler conditions, not so much for the coastal areas, but more so for the inland valleys. Taking a look at the inland 7-day forecast, we'll push to the upper 70s for the next 7 days. As I mentioned, a little bit of a cool down. I'm going to emphasize little because we'll see those daytime highs drop off about 1 to 2 degrees, but the average high for the inland valleys will be in the mid to upper 70s. Taking a look at your inland hour-by-hour forecast, I have highs in the mid to upper 70s. Escondido hit a high of 80 degrees yesterday. Will be a couple of degrees cooler this afternoon. Here's your inland hour-by-hour. We'll be in the mid 70s for a lot of the inland spots, and then we'll be cool on Monday. Daytime highs will drop down to the mid 70s by then. Mountain areas will be in the low 80s this afternoon, and we'll see about a 5-degree drop in temperatures on Sunday. Desert highs will be in the low hundreds. They should typically be in the upper 90s this time of the year, so they'll be trending anywhere from 5 to 8 degrees above average all the way through next week. Jared.
All right, coming up, we'll have one last